Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Everything is beautiful in its own way.
Welcome to Jump Into the Turnstyle. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Danoz.
And that was Homer
Oh, yes.
doing a Jezbot.
Oh, was he?
Shut up. Jezbot in his car, actually.
Well, yeah, it's I had a really good rant last night to Mum and Dad.
Oh, I thought you were going to say just to yourself.
To myself in my brain over and over again. Cass copped a serving, Mum and Dad caught a serving, and Sean enough actually had an hour and a half
so
shouting in his ear.
Well, does that mean that we can initiate the segment cleaning out the pipes?
Oh, yes.
Is that what you did last night?
Yeah, because I feel much better today about the whole C word, you know?
What's that, cunt?
No, the other one.
Cancer?
No, the other C word.
Oh, okay.
Cock.
Yeah, the corona.
Ah, yeah.
So I was ranting and raving and sort of got it out of my system, and now I'm sort of...
As in that you've found the cure?
I've purged the anger.
He got it out of his system.
And
Did you have it?
we were going to sort of make this a red zone for not talking about it this week. We're going to try to be a bit more
But we've
positive
talked
and
about
stuff.
it, but we haven't talked about it to anyone else.
Yeah,
No.
sure.
And have you turned on the news? There is no other news.
I actually tried looking for other stories.
So did I.
And could not find anything.
Oh,
No
I
pooper information, Dan?
No, I found
nothing.
I found
A lot on toilet paper, but nothing on pooping.
I have found something related to our usual topics, but we can get to that a little later in the show.
I've also got a vigilante working the streets in my area. It's,
Batman?
A Batman. It's a community concern that's going to get cleaned up later on in the show. It's a little pamphlet that I've received in the letterbox.
That's fantastic.
So we were talking stockpiles, piles and piles and piles of stocks that we're putting in our cupboard. No one's told us to. We've just kind of done it.
Well, the chief health officer did make suggestions that people should perhaps have a few staples sitting around, but
And then he went, and everyone went, "Fucking run! He's fucking got it!"
yeah, it really escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Wow, that really got out of hand, didn't it? You had a trident.
How did it go at your work? Because Tim and I have already covered it, like what we've been...
Yeah, we just want to know your take on it, really.
I think I probably entered into this whole situation a little bit more on the blasé side than the super community concerned. I think I'm coming around to feeling more concerned.
Okay, coming back to concerned. Circled around and circled back to concerned.
Moving up towards concerned from a pretty low base.
Okay, so should we get those little meters? You know how last month we used them on our fridge? They were the fire meters.
Sure.
Right? Like today's a fire day. So
high
it's a
warning
high
for
extreme.
fire,
So
yeah.
can we just convert that? It used to be the terrorism one.
Yeah, be
Then
alert but not alarmed. That never really alarmed me.
No, but it alerted you to be
Well-
alarmed about it.
Yeah, I think it probably just bred a little bit of extra xenophobia against, anyone
Fridges.
that looked like an Arab.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's... I've
story.
been hearing a lot of... it's getting a bit vocal out there on the work side.
Bit boisterous.
Yeah, a bit racist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Voicist.
I think they see my red beard and think that
You
I'm gonna-
definitely.
I'm going to agree with what they're saying.
Okay.
Or back them up or
What are you
something.
trying to say about redheads? We're all bloody pinkos.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Scab.
I heard people discussing the fact that the bushfires had really brought out the best in Australians and everyone was helping each other out. And,
Yep. And look out for
and
your
then
mates.
along comes coronavirus and everyone have turned into fucking
Well, I can say it's all
arseholes.
about mateship for the fireys and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, but then the Prime Minister's come out and gone, dob in a mate.
Yeah.
So, like in that one sentence, dob, as in like, because I hate you, me mate, because I love yous, mate. So it's kind of like this...
I'm going to try very hard tonight not to put my tinfoil hat on too tight, because some of my Yeah, some
So
of
let me
my
have a-
ideas
let-
are
let
Some
me-
of Jeremy's dated rants
can I have
are
a-
things I've been telling him for 10 years.
But can I have a little bit of a flavour of how the rant went? Well, where are you on? Where are you on this?
Well, I
Very
would
tart.
I would
Yeah,
suggest
right.
that once certain rights are passed late at night in parliaments and whatnot, taking away our rights, we never get them back.
You mean a state of emergency?
Yeah,
but okay, fine. Wicked. Do what you got to do to protect the people and preserve the the system. But like with the
This is what you're concerned about most.
I
The
reckon-
state of emergency and the increased powers to detain or arrest
Yes.
or fine,
That's part of
rather
it.
than the fact that
Yeah, but
there's a
it's-
virus
but it's like
that's killing people.
yeah, but when they said they were going to lift up the road tolls after they'd been paid for, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
would
yeah,
just
yeah.
go, then there'll be no more road tolls. Guess what? Road tolls are going up. Well,
Yeah.
I thought they were going to go away. No. Fucking rules, cat.
yeah, nothing
just
ever
on-
goes away. You only
No.
Just
it's-
on road tolls, but not really about road tolls. Apparently, it's a good time to drink and drive if you got them, because because the police union have enforced a no random breath test policy during
Excellent.
this.
Have at it.
well,
Yes,
during
son, we
this-
did it. We did it.
Alright.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense.
So
So
what's the-
unions
what's the
have done
story
it
with that
again.
They've
Scotch?
done it again. Yeah. Scab.
Speaking of work, just very quickly, the other day, Monday, I think I bloody locked me keys. I thought I locked me.
keys in the car.
I got to the car and I'm like patting myself down. I was like, "Oh, where are my keys?"
You're doing the bogan haka.
yeah.
Where's me keys, me wallet, me watch, and me bloody
Exactly.
washboard?
So I get to the car. Yeah, where's me bloody keys? I must have left them upstairs in the building. So I've got to go. Right, walk all the way back to the side, get on the elevator, get up there, go to where I think the keys are, and
Sure.
and they're not there. And the only other place they could be is in the actual worksite lockable toolbox. So
you can lock the box without the keys.
yeah, it's just a simple padlock scenario, boys.
Okay,
And-
padlocks usually require a key.
Some of them do. The good ones do.
I'm going to go on the way home and buy a coded one, so this never happens again.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So I lock the keys.
69, 69.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yeah. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's something like that. So I've realised they're in the box. I'm like, oh fuck, this is not good because it's a big metal box. Can't bend the lid open. And
No,
whatnot.
you can't.
Go to the elevator, call the dude up, say, man, is there anyone on site? Because everyone's leaving, and anyone with a grinder.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Sparkos.
yeah, and
Plumbos.
no one was there. So he's eventually found one of the older blokes, and it took him about 45 minutes to get upstairs. And by the time he did, it was pretty
pooped.
cut. It was pretty cut.
Cut.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's
So
like
what floor were you on?
22.
Well, it's better than 48.
Yeah, so he's like, oh man, all right, I've got to cut your box open. So he cut the little flap out and then cut the padlock off.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was like, oh man, thank you so much, really appreciate it. You know, he's like, yeah, fucking. He's like, I think he was like a Greek guy, or maybe a Russian guy, I don't know, but he had a thick accent of some description.
Yeah. Try it.
Once I give you his line that he said.
Okay.
Because the next day I go back in, I'm talking to my mate in the elevator, and I go, oh, thank God for that. I go, dude, yesterday. And he's like, yeah, he wasn't too bloody happy with you. And he's like, oh, what do you mean? He goes,
Doesn't like doing favours.
he goes, the red-headed motherfucker.
Okay.
Right.
Youch.
So I got ginger shamed.
You got ginged.
The red-bearded motherfucker.
Okay, I'm glad he didn't say red-headed. He was red-bearded?
Red-bearded.
Yes.
Yeah, makes it sound more piratey.
No, but it makes Jeremy just a tinger, not a ginger.
yes,
He's
we
just got a
covered this,
tinge
we
of
covered
red.
Yeah, so...
Fuck
It wasn't
that
happy.
dude.
But then I saw him today. And,
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. I saw him today, and I still went, hey, man, thank you.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Alfonso.
Because you never know when you can't go off with these dudes because you never know when you're going to ask them
Get
a favour.
macheted.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What would be the favour that you would ask anybody else? I haven't seen you ask many favours actually on the website.
Yeah, so I get some
You
stuff.
get about?
Yeah, I get about.
Hey, boys, which levels of Dunny on?
Yep, I did that today.
Okay, did ya?
Yeah. Had to knock on the door.
Got,
Yep, they changed the apartments into
okay,
toilets.
here's another one I would
Okay.
predict. Here's another one I predict.
If you buy off the plan, do you know whether or not you've been a mass dummy
Hey,
in
boys.
a previous life?
Hey, boys, where's the closest power point around here?
Is that another one?
No.
Oh, okay. Cut me off.
PowerPoints on a building site, they'd be rare.
No, they're there.
They're
they?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get
just gotta look.
PowerPoints early.
No, later on.
Oh, look, let's not get too technical. Have you been on a work site before? I find that
Nah.
rather hard to believe.
Nah.
Yeah, right.
But this is a true story, Dan. Like when you buy off the plan, you don't know whether or not your
you've been a
toilet
mass
was
toilet.
one of the local toilets.
Yeah, that is true.
And so I was up on 22. I knocked on the door, and is anyone in there? He's like, yep. So I had to run downstairs. Run downstairs like 4 flights to the next one.
Anyone in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pursing
back
your
up.
butt cheeks together because
Yeah.
you're about to explode.
Some of the graffiti on the toilets downstairs in the mass toilets were
I got to say,
pretty amazing.
pretty boisterous. There's that word again. You sent me a picture of those graffitis, and it's the new soapbox is the toilet seat.
Definitely, man.
So when you are having a problem with somebody on site or at work, you might want to try this at the office. Get out the old Artline texter. Permanent's better than temporary. And if you don't like the carrot eating, you can go, Janice can fucking shove those carrots she's eating all day up her fucking mouth.
And he's not so far off. Here's one.
Yeah, I think that could make me feel better.
You'll probably need to put a voice over this one, Tim.
Okay, I will.
And yeah, change the name for the innocent.
The innocent dog, where are you now? Don't bite the hand that feeds you, you rat.
All right.
That's one of
Okay.
them. That's on the
That's
toilet wall.
cryptic. That's cryptic. Did you follow any of that?
It's the inner
What's
rat.
a
Don't say that's the person's name, which we're gonna
Right.
bleep out.
Do you think Xena is a subscriber to John?
Who knows?
Intense?
Who knows?
Okay,
It's
good.
just let's
Good.
not.
Highly unlikely. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say.
What about this one? It's the the hook on the back of the door
Yeah.
that you put your hat on.
Yes.
This one says with an arrow pointing up, "Is this your butt plug?" Like that one. Dan doesn't seem to be too impressed by the
No,
work.
he
so
was.
far.
He gave a good chuckle.
Oh, yeah, I had a chuckle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still trifle.
Okay, what about this
juvenile.
one? I'll change the name.
Fuck you, Rod. You fat cunt. Your suit's too your suit's too small and it's shit.
That's really fucking telling Rod.
Yeah.
Is Rod a fat cunt?
And then they've got like a little thing with a yes or no column,
Yeah.
but it says
Yes, and also yes.
Well,
Let's
I'd
show
just
Rod.
like to commend that young bloke for continuing to strive to improve his English literary
Yeah.
skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine poor Rod though going for a piss
He's going, oh, just going to duck in here, boys, because have a quick slash before we go down for the big meeting.
board meeting. He goes in there and it said,
Rod is a cunt.
yeah. And well, he is. Here's a little picture here's a little picture that someone drew of Rod in his suit because he's one of the foremen. There you go. That's
with
just
a
showing the
giant
boys.
suit and a tiny head.
So he's got this massive suit and the world's smallest head. He's like, and then you've got your classic dick and balls.
Oh, you got
of
your classic
course.
dick and balls.
Gotta have dick and balls.
Yeah, all the
Hey,
all the
what are
racist stuff
what are
comes
the boys?
Is it just me, or is it kind of
Childish?
hot in here? I'm feeling like I may have a fever.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Okay.
sirens, Tim. Bloody-
Well, I will allow it for this episode. Just up there behind you, Jezbot. We're going to have the air conditioner on, so the folks hear a sound in the background. It's the soothing sounds of air hitting the microphones.
Do you want to see some more?
Please, I want to hear more about Rod's Rod.
Yeah, well, sure, we'll get into that. Some of the racist stuff gets crossed out immediately,
Okay.
but I won't go into that.
Sure.
But there's a lot of meth talk, like smoking the pipe.
Pippy.
in the toilets. So I'm
Okay.
pretty sure
what?
it's rife.
You think the pip's happening in the Dunnies?
100%.
Okay.
Because
Gotcha.
on some of them it was it's like saying, tick if you smoke meth in here.
Oh,
Who loves shard?
And there's 8 yes or yes.
This one is a picture. Do you want to describe it, Tim?
It's a cross kind of normal guy. Someone's added a cock and balls to him in red texter.
Oh, yes.
But he is fighting back what seems to be a glass pipe full of coronavirus, and he's smoking it up, but the flame looks more like a sperm than flame. Does that paint a picture for you?
That's pretty good.
Whatever he's smoking, it's making his cock small and red.
Yes.
I know how that feels.
It's from all the rubbing, Tim. Yeah, more racist talk. Yes.
Yeah.
More racist talk.
Could you get? Oh no! Look, don't do it. I don't want to. I can't be fucked.
Nah, I
editing
don't,
that.
it's just not. It's not funny.
No, it's not fun. It's not fun enough.
Yeah, so I'll give you the continued updates. I'm always taking photos in the toilet.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
On site. I want to know how long it takes for the union boys to go.
It's despicable up there, boys.
Oh, it was happening while I was
Some of
using the
stuff is being
facility.
said in this thing.
And it's Rod, obviously saying it.
It's just uncalled for. My fucking suit. My older brother is now dead. This is his suit.
Yeah, someone came
Poor
around
Rod.
the other
Poor
day.
Rod.
I take photos straight away because there is a routine of spraying out the
Okay.
the
That just
racist
only
stuff.
encourages more graffiti, but go on.
Well, look, as it goes on, I'll keep you up to date, no doubt, as I take more and more photos in the toilets. It's a bit
Please.
weird. It's a bit weird when you don't put your phone on silent and you're in the dunny and you.
Not as weird. Yeah, when it's silent and you hear kink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a bit strange.
Well,
What are you doing in there, mate?
I was admiring the artwork in our work office dunnies today. Slightly different take on the whole graph scene. Someone had gone to the effort of cutting out about, I'm going to say, 25 butterflies and sticking them onto the back of the dunny wall.
Well, that's pleasant.
Okay.
Maybe I'll try to take that
All right.
tact.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring some nice butterflies and stuff to the work site.
I found it a little, I don't want to say unsettling, because I know they're just trying to make the place more beautiful, but
It's called the butterfly effect. You know, try and lift their personalities up a tad wide.
Yeah, right.
You know.
yeah.
It's what you need out there. And like
A little
the
pep up,
best-
you mean? A
no,
little.
the best chuckles that we used to have were when we used to draw cocks and balls on the Herald Sun.
Yep.
That was a good laugh.
It still is.
Still is. And
I
you
like
know,
this slow burn with the cock and balls. Like you get it from the library book, and you put a little dick and balls in there, and then put it back on the shelf.
but a really smart book.
Yeah, that's right. And you just
War and
think,
Peace and cocks and balls.
and you just think to yourself, "Geez, I wonder when that book got pulled out and someone had a good chuckle, or they got like, you know,
Oh, deeply offended.
Yeah.
Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love that. Yeah, that provides me with hours of entertainment, actually.
Yep.
What, drawing cock and balls on the-
just
just
thinking about
it.
There
Yeah.
is a drawing cock and balls on the Herald Sun Facebook page.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
quite.
I'd highly recommend
artistic.
that. Now
Yeah.
that's obviously
Detailed.
It's it's obviously Aussie as because Herald Sun's just Australia, right?
Yep.
So you know, like it doesn't get more Australian than that. Boys.
Yep. But they do some very impressive veining work.
There's
in
a
some
lot of
those.
veins.
So many veins.
I would say an alarming amount of veins.
I'd just go to a doctor. You're not going to get seen in triage now in this climate.
They're more like neck veins
Yeah.
in a bodybuilder than they are.
Yeah, you know when Stallone is like pumping,
Ripped.
like for his new movies and whatnot. You know he's juicing, and his arms
juicing.
are just so veiny. And then, I don't want that on my
I
cock.
reckon,
No, yeah, I don't want that on my
I reckon
cock either.
Sly came to Australia to launch premiere. Maybe it was the last Rambo movie, and he got caught at customs with
them.
trying to bring
Yeah,
Well,
he
I mean,
actually
it's about-
doesn't- no, he
It's
doesn't
about
hide it.
8 Rambo movies ago, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't hide it.
Have you seen the new Rambo movie?
Oh, it's this new Rambo. What's
Yeah.
this one called?
It's called the Last
Last Blood?
Blood.
Okay,
Blood.
First Blood, Last
No,
Blood.
I
Last
haven't.
Blood.
I
Okay.
haven't. Is that a recommendation?
Look, It's not
I wouldn't-
extremely.
Can I just say in the first 5 minutes
for
of
some-
the last one that I did see,
Carnage.
I've never seen so many Burmese heads explode.
It was absolute carnage, and this is not dissimilar. He
yeah.
kills a lot of dudes, and I was going into it actually half expecting it to be absolutely atrocious, but for some reason I really enjoyed it.
You
Well,
really
I
liked
can tell
it,
you, man,
okay.
like,
Yeah,
you put your trust in Stallone. He's no slouch.
Yeah.
I just watched the Creed 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, and
Is he in it?
Well, yeah, he's in it.
okay.
But it's a Rocky movie, and it was a good boxing movie. Like,
Get up, Rocky.
pretty much.
Get up!
Yeah. He didn't
Yeah.
want him to fight. He didn't want Creed to fight because he was fighting Drago's son.
Ah, ooh.
okay,
And,
And
Drago's
is-
son's
and
a
then
killer.
and then Creed is the son of
Apollo.
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 Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty clever,
Yeah,
man.
the whole set
Yeah.
now.
No spoilers, but Creed gets punched in the kidneys,
Ah.
and then it's the next day, and he's like piss and blood,
Ugh.
and it's like yeah, because that's what happens. You get like punched so hard, you piss blood for a week, boys.
Ah, yeah,
Okay.
I'll have to remember to get my son
Punched
into boxing.
Punched
Yeah.
in the kidneys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Is that a low blow? No, it isn't. It's a. All right.
but the way the Drago's son did it was
It's dirty.
illegal tactic. Yeah.
Yeah. It's up there with ear biting and crutch fiddling.
Yeah, and sometimes there's been circumstances where
I'm actually pro crutch fiddling.
Okay. Do a bit of that in the old wrestle at home.
yeah, but in this climate you can only use your elbows, like just elbow touch.
Hurts. We've
That's
got
too
a long way to
much.
come with elbow caressing, but
Yes, new
Yeah.
you know, you can get in there.
Yeah.
new fetish maybe.
Oh no, it's been around a while with the old massaging. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The, what kind of massaging is that? The
It's like a Thai massage
Thai,
or
yeah.
and a bit of
Shiatsu.
Swedish
Yeah.
massage and stuff.
Last
Feels
time I got
shiatsu.
my full body rub down in China, I actually had a woman
Mhm.
actually
Yes.
jumping up and down on my back.
oh,
It's
sounds
good in
hot.
the moment, but the next day you feel
Did she
so
say
ashamed.
the words yeehaw?
No,
Okay.
but maybe the Chinese equivalent to that.
Was she were her legs either side of your back, or was she actually up on your back?
She was
What-
standing on my back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
She wasn't just galloping. Okay,
Yes.
sounds good.
What do you reckon?
When in Rome.
I've never understood that saying. What do you? What's some of the positives that to come out of Corona? Like, I'll tell you. Well, for starters, kick
Well,
off.
some people's results are positive, so
Yeah, well, that's not so great. Put that on the no list.
okay.
Yeah.
The carbon emissions are going down. So that's a positive. You got
Yeah.
one, Tim? You got a ding?
Oh, yeah. Dings are easy.
yeah,
Dings are easy.
positives?
to
Can-
edit.
That's good.
More family time?
Reduced road congestion. I drove home from the city yesterday, and it was just a dream run.
I was gonna say maybe it was gonna be a reduced road toll, but then what you've just said before about the drinky poo poo driving,
Yeah, it's a
it
bit
might
more
just
dangerous.
spike. It might spike.
And can I just put it out there? That wasn't a recommendation, but I was just pointing
Drinky,
out.
drinky, and
Yeah,
poo poo.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
was a 100% letter.
Go, let it rip, boys. Is that what you're trying to
No.
say? No.
I was trying to say 100% literally. Recommend dash.
Are you doing a Trump?
I'm doing. It's got to stop.
Literally.
100% has got to stop,
Mm.
and then it's gonna jump the barrier to 1,000%. If I hear one more person say 100% bad, 100%.
Okay, so that's
Haven't
not
you
a good
noticed
thing.
that?
No,
Haven't noticed?
things don't get on my nerves like they do.
Oh
get
yeah,
on
this
yours.
is true. This is
Um,
very true.
Every time there's a flood, I get really, really pissed off with the fact that the only word there is to describe inundation is inundation. Fucking just use a different word.
Yeah, you just pull out the old news thesaurus.
It's wet.
Yeah, it's wet, and the wet is rising up to a point where we're actually in it.
It's
It's
biblical.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biblical,
Yeah.
biblical proportions.
Yeah, I just come up with another word.
Yeah.
It's overused every flood.
Okay. What
I
about?
think the good thing
Yeah,
about
back
this
to
virus
positives,
is that we
thanks, Tim.
don't get to see any other news. We don't get to know what else is going on in the world. So it's the old It's the old, look at the puppet, kids. So I'm over here doing a hand sock puppet, as you can see in my hand. Look at that, while I'm
Bit of
Weinsteining
sleight
over
of
this
hand.
side.
Bit of
Weinstein
sleight,
society.
bit of sleight of hand work, Tim.
Weinstein
Yeah.
did make the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he's not going to have a good time in the old
No.
Prisbo,
He'll
is
be
he?
dead. He'll be dead soon enough.
Well,
Soon enough?
they rushed him to hospital almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
He's got too much information about
I
other
heard-
people,
yeah.
and they will definitely try to take him out. I think he's starting to rat,
Okay.
and some of the tinfoil staff coming out of the States are going, this whole Corona thing is about taking down Trump because Trump's trying to take down all the pedophile rings, and like really.
Well, I did hear one interesting thing about
Really
Weinstein
foily.
is that he had to present
It
his.
is a bit foily.
He had to present his in court, and it turns out
You mean his mushroom cock?
It turns out he's got a chode, which is Jeremy. Do you want to?
It's shorter than it is wide. It's wider than it is longer. Like,
Yeah, it's wider than it is longer. So fat at the bottom and short all the way up.
that's a chode.
He's got a chode.
Okay. I haven't heard that term before.
Well, that's good. That means you haven't got one, so you're not in that category.
Good.
You
Yeah,
ever
it's
heard of
never been said
micropenis?
to you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know all about that. Yeah. Hear all the times.
Yeah.
Constantly on my mind. What about any positives, Dan? Can you think? Because I know I'm over the other side of the negativity. Because I have a chance. I have a platform to get things off my chest.
It's called a telephone.
My wife, and sure enough, and yeah.
Yeah. Positives. Too early to say, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you put your positive up on the shelf with the cream corn, the asparagus, and the tin mushrooms.
Yeah, and 50 kilos of rice and
Well, come on,
one to
man.
get.
Like, just think of it this way: you love
48 rolls of toilet paper.
You love cooking. You're a great chef.
Yeah, thank you.
You're going to
Thank you.
have some time to be with your family, going through the tin cupboard, like going, oh, how do I make an asparagus, mushroom,
Sandwich.
chode soup? I was going to say.
How do I make chode soup? Well, it's basically just water and
My rusty cock in it.
yeah, there you go, dippins.
Yeah, well, that will definitely be a positive. I love the idea of
Sip of my tea.
yep, and just being at home. Just think how good our backyards are going to look.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Well, think about how many podcasts we're going to get done.
Well, it's 6 this week. Something like that. Nah, not that. No. We did a remote one.
amazing.
Tim and I did a remote one on Monday, and it was...
We practiced our quarantine measures. Like we saw
Yeah.
if we could do one, and
it's tough going, isn't it?
it's
When you're not
tough
in the
going.
same room.
It's tough going. It sounds, doesn't on my end. It doesn't sound like there's a delay, but when I put them together, there's absolutely a delay.
So then when he has to edit it, it's like...
I've got to try and.
Laborious.
Well, yeah, it's laborious.
Remember the old
Yeah,
STD...
I'm inundated with.
Remember the old STD phone calls, landline phone calls to overseas, and you're trying to have that conversation with a 3-4
Yep.
second delay, and it is near
We did that, didn't we?
impossible. Well, we used to do that.
No, we did that with Thailand. You boys were at home, and I was over
Oh
there. And
yeah,
it was hell.
it was
hell,
hellish.
Yep. And every time they do a media live cross to another country, there's always
Oh,
Yeah,
there
that
is a
awkward,
delay,
that
so we are
awkward
doing it
pause.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what they do is they go a long question and then they wait and then they give a long answer and they say, "Well, thanks for that, Sharon, over in Thailand. We'll catch up with you soon."
Skill.
And then they never say goodbye.
Okay.
They just,
Yeah, they just cut
stare.
them-
They stare into the
cut them
camera.
off.
Yep.
So I might just lighten the mood with a bit of a
Good idea.
news story about funerals.
Wait a minute. Is this north,
East.
West.
south?
It's the
It's
news.
the bloody news. And like we brought back that little slogan, I'll bring back the topic of sex dolls.
And that's going to
Japanese
tie in
firm-
perfectly for later, Tim.
Fantastic. Japanese firm holds bizarre funerals for sex dolls with a porn star officiating.
So what's happened?
So, okay, a Japanese firm has started holding funerals for
Funerals.
unwanted sex dolls
Okay.
for up to €630 a pop.
I love a good
I
scam.
do.
It's so good.
How did she die? She was stabbed to death in the face.
I definitely murdered her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I completely ripped her latex open. The services are officiated by porn star Ray Kato, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Before the life-size dolls are destroyed in a machine and disposed of. So it's like
It would be make for a great
a mulching machine.
snuff film, something weird to watch, wouldn't it? That would really
Whatever floats your boat.
Well, there's the pimple popping,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
like pretty weird and gross. But it's
oh man,
well.
I'm telling you, if you're a sympathetic vomiter, just do not accidentally turn it to the pimple popper, Dr. Pimple Popper,
Okay.
by accident on TV.
Ever.
Okay.
I
Ever.
have a very strong disposition, and I retched. In fact, I'm getting all watery thinking about it.
and a bit of a palate cleanser there, Tim.
Fuck.
Talk about some more.
For those who don't want their dearly departed to be shredded, can buy the most expensive funeral plan, which allows them to watch the doll as it is taken apart piece by piece.
Oh, so they do
we're gonna
dissect. They dissect it.
Maybe it's a classic 4-horse run in the different direction. routine.
Drawn and quartered, I think
Maybe.
you're trying to say there, Tim.
Photos posted on the company's website show young or childlike female dolls completely surrounded by or holding flowers. Surrounded by flowers or holding flowers at their death.
Now, obviously, Dan,
Yes.
the like you said, the funeral has come because of a murder, because it's an inanimate object.
No, just a death. I think. with
Well,
all,
the dudes.
all good things come
They've
to an
come-
end.
they've-
And if you,
How did
if
she
you're-
die?
If you have this kind of a relationship that goes to this level with your sex doll, she might get worn out.
So do
he
you
fucked her to death.
do you know what you
Fucked her
do?
to death.
If you really loved her and you don't want to break up with her and you don't want to murder her, you
Shred her.
fantasize. She got corona and now she's in isolation, and then she died from it, and we had to have a
I had to
funeral.
shred her up.
Yeah.
So, what have you got related to
I was
the
going to
old?
flag it. I was going to say flag it. Is that your only news story?
Well, no,
Tim?
that's the basic.
We haven't broken that one down.
No,
yet.
well, the basic thing is that all the dolls that have died are heavily used.
Yeah.
And I think like you're saying, they've gone past that used by date.
Yeah.
And
But it's always the question: do you break up with someone or do you murder them?
do you shred them?
Hmm.
Yeah,
This is the question.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
finding
Treat
that.
it like The Purge. You've seen that show? That's not a recommend-dash, but 100%, 1,000% recommend-dash. Literally, watch this show.
Sure.
Yeah, I have seen it. Not like cutting up sex dolls, but
But it gets the tension out. Like, I think that's what's happening. We've
geez,
talked
you
about
gotta have a lot
before.
of tension if you're going on a murdering spree.
Yeah, well, it comes out in the items often, news items, that the sex dolls come back to the factory with slashes on them, and
Yeah,
they're
most of them are
broken
returning
and-
because of knife marks. But
Yeah, but I think most people are probably disposing of their sex dolls by cutting them up into unrecognizable pieces, so that there's
don't know what's
never
going
going
on.
to be a connection between the owner and the sex doll that gets found when the lid of the rubbish bin gets picked up.
because it's fucking shrouded in DNA.
Well, you just
Is there a second-hand market for sex dolls?
definitely not. Definitely not.
But surely, instead of having to go through the funeral costs, you could try to sell her on.
But
yeah,
it's
okay.
effectively
like a
just-
Or
like a
him.
like a reboxing.
Yeah, a Reebok.
What do you think the sale price of a sex doll is?
Oh,
I
for
don't
thousands and thousands. Like one of the good ones.
No.
Not one
Well,
of those.
What a
not
blow-up
one of those
doll.
AI ones, just
Well,
a blow-up doll.
Oh,
Oh, a
$16
blow-up
bucks.
doll, yeah, $15, mate. I can get you one. I can get one for 12. I can get you a fucking dime.
But
Well,
it
You're
is
not
going
talking
to
about- You're not talking about blow-up dolls.
No, I'm talking about
the high-end stuff.
high end. So
Okay.
I would say, look, it's not gonna break the bank to suggest to you that it's at least $1,000, because there's at least $1,000 worth of latex.
I
on
think
that.
you're way, way, way under.
Really.
Let's
Can
play
we,
higher or lower. Yes, sir.
Can we play higher or lower?
Okay.
Okay, price of a
Well, I think there's as with the car market, there's a range starting from your affordable, friendly Kia right up to
your wear and tear
your Rolls Royce Phantom.
rolled. Rolled Joyce. Yeah.
Rolled Joyce over.
Keep talking to me.
Oh, sorry. Jezbot's just looking up the price range now. This is affecting the podcast is thus affecting his algorithms that he's putting into the internet.
All right, here we go.
He's now going to be heavily suggested. Would you like this sex doll?
18s only. Yeah, okay, we'll go in.
Can I just say a little side note there while you're looking that
sure.
up, Jeremy?
Yeah.
The bread aisle. I just thought of this.
Oh, yeah.
I took a photo and I was going to send it to you. The only 6 loaves of bread left, gluten free.
Of course.
In this future, I have to use the gluten free bread. Oh yeah, why aren't you gonna eat it now? You fucking smart ass.
All right, I'll give you the. I've got it. This is from, if you want it, it's from sexyrealsexdolls.com.
Oh, I wonder what they sell.
So this one is a dude. We'll start off with the dude.
A sex doll
Okay.
dude.
Yeah, sex
dude doll.
Yeah, sex
Give us a
doll.
look at that dude. Was that really a dude or is that
with buzzies?
He's got pecs, mate.
okay? Dan's never seen him before.
Never seen pecs. So he's 5'3" or 160 centimeters. Hyper realistic male love doll with multiple penis size.
Multiple penis size,
Yes.
just like the real thing.
And he's a very loyal lover. He will make
won't
sure that
talk.
he will give you all the pleasure that you need.
By just lying there.
That one does look expensive.
Why are you just lying there?
So penis size is 7 inches.
Okay.
So that's good.
Get price, mate.
We're playing higher or lower.
Oh,
I'm giving you
price.
all the
Okay.
information.
Okay.
Well,
And
that
now
one
you
looks.
to
It looks pretty high end. I'm going to
Yes,
say
yeah.
it's something around about the $18,000 mark.
18 grand.
Lower.
I'm gonna say he retails for hot $3,075.
Well, you ding, 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 ding. Way closer than Dan.
Okay.
It's 4,423 Australian dollars.
Fucking hell.
So
That's quite a stick.
I'd be
Okay, what
hoping
about
for the
female model?
resale.
This is the female model cheaper.
Let's have a squidgeridoo. Depends what you want. There's a lot of choices. There's only one male sex doll, but there is 1,000 chicks. Let's just go on wifey material love doll. She's D-cup Korean.
She's made of wife
Okay.
material.
Give us a gander.
Yeah, I'll just hold on just because you don't get the price. There you go. That's what I'm not sure
Okay.
what. Oh,
Shit, that's what she said.
have a look, Tim.
Okay.
She looks friendly.
And all these are on, as
Alright.
I said,
Alright.
sexyrealdolls.com.
They are. That's pretty sexy.
Oh,
For
her
a
name's
doll.
Carrie.
Yes.
Yeah.
She
She's
cares.
friendly, outgoing, and sweet girl, but
Well, I
she's
can see
shy.
that.
Once you get to know her, she's crazy, but
Is she?
loving.
Okay.
Most of all,
She's Korean.
she's
Her name's
gorgeous.
not Kerry.
Yeah.
Fukbin Fu.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say it's correct.
Every single inch of her body calls you in. You cannot resist her. She's unbelievably great in bed.
Is she? She just lies there, but she's great.
You'll fall in love. She's the type of person that will you'll make her your wife.
5,000.
Let's have a look.
Sorry, I just.
8,000.
No, 3,440
Oh,
Whoa.
these things are a
About the
bargain.
same.
Australian dollars. And so yeah, it goes on, goes up, goes down.
Okay. I'll say.
She
What,
doesn't.
what other features? What other
She stays
features?
still.
What other features are we talking about for $3,000?
I
She got any
think
moving parts?
no,
No, it's her personality traits.
Just a bit of latex.
you're gonna
Yeah, but
marry
what
this
about
woman.
What about her personality traits?
Oh yeah,
She's
that's
very
right.
loving
It's
and caring.
All about the person.
Her name is Carrie.
Okay.
She does care a lot.
But if you're into something a little bit more hot and heavy, you can go the pole dancer sex doll. Boxy, her name is.
Oh.
She comes in for $2,199.
Okay, yeah, she's trashy.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Can we go cheapest to most expensive on that list?
Oh, actually, she's.
Can I see what? Can when they just go blow up lamb? $25.95.
Yeah, probably. I probably.
Well, while you're looking that up, Jeremy, can
Yeah.
you? I want you to seek out the lowest price we can pay for one, if that's
Oh, here we go.
possible.
Highest price to lowest price.
Okay, please, lowest.
Let's have a look. Let's go.
Not including delivery, of course.
Okay,
$12.99
okay.
for a blow up.
Limited edition.
Ooh, sounds rare.
Exclusively.
Ooh, sounds expensive.
Ultra real.
Whoop.
5'4" silicon doll.
Okay.
This doll doesn't allow any customization as a limited edition, but it's the most expensive one.
Come on,
Jesus Christ.
fucking how much is it?
Do you want to have a crack?
Well, is this my dearest?
This is the most expensive.
I wanted
Or
the cheapest.
What's the cheapest?
Oh, so the most expensive $7,865.
Okay.
You won't only fuck it, but you'll say fuck when you hear the price.
And down to the lowest, scrolling down, there's so many boys. It goes 16 pages of this shit.
Jesus.
So.
Okay.
Okay. And only one male sex doll.
Yeah, I guess
hell.
so.
Well,
We got it's down to about $2,000 after page 16. So
okay, so you're still playing a pretty penny. You're
16,
gonna still
1,600. Yep.
short
Mariah.
story is you're gonna have to talk to your wife to ask her if it's okay if you can spend that money out of the budget.
Yeah.
How about this? That's loosely related to the same topic. A woman with record-breaking 31 fingers and toes.
Okay.
I'm interested. You got me. All
Yeah.
right. Yep.
She's deformed, but each one of her fingers splits off into two. So they're not next to each other, but they're like her hands. Think of her hands crunched up like that, but there's fingernails on each end of each finger, and there's bones in there. And the same with the feet. Each toe splits off, and
Can she independently use these extra digits? Because that'd be awesome.
I think
They
there
look
is definitely a
crunched.
job where she will
Hey,
excel.
piano playing. Yes.
Well,
Come on.
they've had to release a statement to inform she's Indian, but inform the other people from the area that she's not a witch, and
yeah.
to stop throwing stones at her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although she's a very good catch.
Because
But she's-
we did cover in India the monkey tail boy. He got he was
Yeah,
making some
okay.
money on the side with the touch this tail.
And they're saying she's not a witch, but she is a real handful. So just watch out for her on the streets out there.
It's punny stuff.
Funny stuff. Very good. So is that we're out of the news? Is that the last pun we'll hear out of that?
Yeah.
So this is my community concerns.
Great.
Oh, yeah?
Correcting community concerns. Basically, Batman.
Sure.
I got this in the letterbox yesterday, and it's about a concerned. What do you call
Community.
them? Punter.
Okay. Community. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck.
Parishioner.
Yeah. So this,
Local resident.
thank you. Jesus Christ. It's titled. It's A4, 2 pages.
Okay.
Clean up Huntingdale with exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Jesus.
That's a lot of exclamation marks.
I'll be doing that the entire read.
That's the
Okay.
title.
Yes. And it's not about rubbish or dog poo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about.
Oh, it's okay.
It's more down the what we're just talking about down. Monash. I don't know what voice to use for this. Monash Council used. No, I can't do that.
No, it's
I can't
too
pull
hard to
that off.
sustain.
Monash Council used $400,000 of ratepayers' money to pay for a report by the PwC. They never tell you what the PwC is. by the
Okay,
way, so
well,
we'll never know.
PricewaterhouseCoopers.
What does that mean?
One of the big 4 accounting firms.
There it is.
What does that mean?
What do they do?
The top
No,
accounting firms.
You lost me. Go.
The report by PwC that recommended a rezoning of the industrial areas where we live near.
Sure.
The rezoning would have cleaned up the industrial buildings, the streets, and the brothels around our area.
Oh, bloody clean it up, boys.
Here we go. Monash City Council has deliberately tried to downplay the recommendations by the PwC.
Should this be done in a woman's voice? I'm hearing a
I don't
woman's
know.
voice all of a
I
sudden.
don't know. Just concerned ratepayer.
Okay.
I'm
And,
hearing a woman too.
and just so well, pitch it up then
Okay. From here on.
from here on.
Second. Monash City Council deliberately tried to downplay the recommendations of the PwC report and decide instead to leave our area riddled with brothels, sex massage venues, and bondage sex premises.
Whoa. That's very specific. You'd have to go in. I didn't know there was bondage there. She's gone around and, or he has gone around and had to say what's on the menu at this venue.
Well, and that's very astute there.
I'm
Tim.
listening, is what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have seen more and more brothels, bondage and sex venues come into our area over the years. Yet Monash Council is deliberately ignoring a report recommending
Recommending.
rezoning and instead encouraging yet more
It's done in
Get
capitals.
more whore.
brothels and dens of sex into our community. This is unacceptable.
'Cause it's all in capitals and
Okay.
underlined and black. So
And exclamation marks?
no exclamation marks, no punctuation at the end.
But all caps.
Yes. So
It's no good. A rezoning will clean up the area, removing all the old buildings and bring better occupants like office workers and restaurants, and push the sex venues out of our neighbourhood.
well, there won't be any new restaurants coming in for quite some time
No.
No.
because that.
No, I'm
that's
pretty
all
sure
over.
people are going there to eat out. Continue.
Haha.
Our children walk past. Here we go.
No, it's a concerned
It
parent.
is mum. It is mum.
Yeah, because clearly fathers don't care about their kids.
Well,
No, they're too
does
busy
it
at the
sound like a
bloody-
mum that's been scorned by her husband after he was caught exiting one of said establishments?
Yeah, he said he was
Spicy.
going down to bloody
Grab some milk.
some Tasman meats, but what he actually meant was he's going to get his meat in some Tasmania.
Yes, there you go, Tim.
Our children walk.
Mapatazzi, that is.
yeah, correct it if you want.
Our children walk past these sex venues whenever they walk home from Huntingdale Station.
They
They
love it.
Which is
True. They are walking past brothel workers and unsavoury clients and characters hanging around these areas.
Yeah, that's kind of true too.
I would be suggesting that if your children are walking home from school, that they don't walk through industrial zones.
Yeah.
Go and pick them up, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them money for an Uber.
It's like a maze of weird warehouses down there, and we all know about the warehouse down there that had the barrel with the body in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Now, it goes on, just in case you didn't know where all the brothels were, now we got a list.
Oh, we got the
Okay,
addresses.
Got the addresses.
Fuck yeah!
A list of brothels, the brothel and venues include.
Can we shoot off the names?
Yep.
Okay. Tits and tassels.
I know Naughty Times on North Road.
Okay.
They got to
Naughty
read. They gotta
Times
read.
calls for naughty measures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been changed, actually. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, has it? It's called
That's now Club Pleasure.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Bend Over's Pleasure Palace.
There's quite a lot. Fetish.
There's one at the end of your street.
It's
Yeah,
called,
but I don't want to say it because then everyone knows.
Jeremy
what the fuck it is.
just calls it me local.
We got Westminster Secrets.
Ooh.
We got the Purple
That's British.
Garden.
Oh, yeah. well, Okay.
Purple Garden.
Well, the purple helmet might have been more appropriate.
Bruised or
Yeah, I don't know. Something's going on down there. I'd
Yeah.
get them checked out.
Purple
Choc
Garden.
D Massage Parlour.
Ooh.
Massage Oakley. The Oriental Orchids.
Mm.
You got your Fetish House, and you got your Phoenix Relaxation.
Is that it?
It's 6, 7 of them,
Oh, let it go.
Ah,
and then there's little
that's nothing.
It's his own.
little pictures underneath, so you know what you can expect when you go there. Because I've never seen it in there.
Oh,
man. I
how-
was
give
like,
us a
oh, now I
look-see.
know what the Fetish House looks
That
like.
one looks like
Don't give us a
little
that looks,
nightclub
that looks
under there.
like a bloody laser tag
It does,
place.
doesn't it?
And one
That's-
just
what's
looks
a
like a
lot?
massage parlour.
Yeah, that's where
Okay.
it's all going down.
That's where the husband went to,
Okay.
and then
Definitely.
she found
So what are we?
found receipts.
What are we to do about it?
These are the ones that I could find on Google. How many others aren't on Google and are operating illegally? Illegal.
Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
These sex businesses bring tremendous levels of crime, unsavoury characters,
And revenue.
disease
okay.
from all over Melbourne into our area. They will also attract outbreaks of coronavirus
Ah.
and put our community at risk.
AIDS.
The area has become a hub for brothels, sex, and disease.
Says hot.
Monash councillors are standing in the way of change and refusing to rezone the industrial areas around our homes and remove the brothels.
Brothels.
So the reason the brothels are in
Goes on, blah, 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 yada,
are in
yada.
industrial zones is so that they're away from little kids and schools.
Okay,
That's why they put them there.
she's playing Wonder Woman. She's going out there. She's actually on the streets. She's doing something about it. It's a bloody outrage. But I don't know if.
I've seen a few of the workers going in and out of these places, and they don't look unsavoury. There's no crime.
Yep, and if it's regulated and licensed by the council, it means they need to maintain certain
health standards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
therefore,
no disease.
As long as everyone's there by choice, it's.
Yeah.
I'm not telling the council shit.
Is it legal anywhere? Is it legal anywhere in Australia, or is it completely?
I think everywhere in Australia.
Across the board.
it's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
No, it's
So
illegal.
what the fuck's she
I don't
fucking
know.
complaining
I'll
about?
tell you what it is. It's a real estate mogul that's has a lot of property in the area, and what you want to do is get rid of those pesky asbestos-ridden crappy factories,
Warehouses.
Mechanicus and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and you want to rezone it so that my street value goes up.
Okay, so you're are you going to get behind?
Now
it?
I'm
You're
pro.
gonna basically
Now I'm
back
pro.
it?
Now that I've cracked the case, I'm pro.
You're
Yeah.
pro what? Pro?
Pro.
I'm pro go.
Are you?
Pro.
No, I'm not at all. No,
Pro.
Would you, if you went to
Pro
course,
go.
would you do pro bono on the pro go
Go pro.
case?
Okay.
So there you go. That's a community concern that's still being corrected by basically a Batman / Wonder Woman figure, and
Yeah,
it's good to hear.
Yeah,
Okay.
and look, I think we've solved a lot of problems this episode.
Yeah.
I'd like to not. I mean, we cleaned out the pipes a bit at the start, but I'd like to not dwell too heavily on the coronavirus if we can.
Well, we're going to
help
be.
it. Like, we want to entertain the
Yeah,
people,
and
especially if they're in quarantine.
We're getting bombarded everywhere. You can get your good information from
Not the news. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Mhm.
From your mate down in the
Yeah,
elevator.
yeah.
Maybe someone on the street that you don't.
Yeah, the doctors.
But make sure you get
I'll
a-
tell you what. I'll tell
Yeah,
you what.
go on,
we
Dan.
can come to an agreement that the only way that we're going to do another in-depth, deep dive into the world of all things coronavirus is if one of us is in ICU.
Yeah, sure.
I see you.
If
think
I've
we've
got it, you've got it.
I think if we go into quarantine, we'll let you know, because you'll be like, why what with all the episodes that you guys are doing?
No, we'll still
much
record.
content.
We'll still go.
We're totally doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if you drip feed them online and you're still talking about coronavirus, and we've smashed out 400 pods,
Yeah.
and it's still
Yeah.
still leaking out sometime into next year, and coronavirus is old news.
Well,
Yeah.
we might not have a choice about to talk about it for the next year and a half. So,
Right.
I wouldn't say
So-
that long. Don't worry about it.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
don't worry.
No, fuck it. Don't worry about it.
Just don't worry about
Um,
it. Just go about your business. But
go about your business
there's-
until they tell you to not.
unless
go
your
about your
business got
business,
closed
then-
down, and then you got no business. But
Yeah, well,
apart from that,
what are you going to do?
sit around, watch Netflix, dude. Don't worry.
Well, if they freeze my mortgage, right? Let's just say it gets to that, which would be fucking great. They freeze our mortgages. We don't have to earn money. Don't have to spend it. Don't
Yeah.
have to make it. Don't whatever. Are you going to be happy then?
No, you'll be bored out
nah.
of your brain.
I'll fucking find something to do.
I'll go down to the bloody Oriental House down there, or the fetish club, or the.
quarantined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
hard to bump uglies if all you can do is touch your elbows.
Yeah, that's it.
Touch my elbow.
Well, there's the music
It
coming
does
up.
smell like music, Tim.
does.
And it's been a pleasure having you in, Dan, this week. Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
in and risking
Been-
getting sick for the fans, man.
And also with
Good to
you.
be with you.
And Timmy Taco, thanks for having us again. Listeners, thanks for listening. Keep on subscribing and potting it forward, and we do appreciate the listenership. So on behalf of Jezbot, thank you for listening to Jumping the Turnstile.
I'll agree with that. I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Danoz.
Goodbye.
They hop, they duck, they climb. They go through two at a time.
Jumping the turnstile. Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
Leap over the turnstile.
Hop over the turnstile. I had to take me. It's like a ninja. Jumping the turnstile.
And it's no small thing.
People have jumped the turnstile.
I definitely jumped the turnstile. Jumping.
The turnstile.
I definitely would do it once, twice. I would do it over again. Whenever I believe I don't have to do it, but I do it, I get away because there was no one there, so I figured it'd be just easier to jump the turnstile.
I've jumped some fairs in my day.
I definitely jumped the turnstile a few times. Jumping.
Turnstile, instead of just paying the $2.25.
That little technique, I pull the turnstile back like that. Boom, boom. My upper body is not moving. Just my leg.
Jump the turnstile.
Jump the turnstile.
The turnstile. We are the the antibacterial wipes. This don't even look sanitary.